All rise. Court is now in session. Welcome, Judge Evie. Welcome to Judge and Jury, where you, the subscriber, free thinker, decides who's guilty or not guilty. Please leave your comments in the chat. Sit back. Turn all your cricket phones off right now. Judge Evie will not have it in her court. Instead of beef, let's take it to court. Who's guilty? Who's not guilty? Welcome to Judge and Jury with Judge Evie. Well, good afternoon, good evening to everybody. Welcome, jurors. Make sure you hit the like, share, comment, and subscribe. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Judge Evie. All right, so we are here today in this beautiful courtroom. We will be discussing who's on the docket today. Today, who's on the docket is Uncle Gene. Most of you guys know him through the YouTube world and the bad boy world. Uncle Gene Deal. He's known as the official uncle around here on YouTube. Okay. I have actually interviewed Gene Deal once. Make sure you check the channel out. He was very, very busy. We were supposed to hook back up once this book here. He's also a recent author. We've been talking about this book for a minute. It finally hit. I do have a copy. It was an amazing book. I hope you copped it. You can order it currently now through Amazon. So Gene Deal is the author. My World of Bodyguard, a hip hop star. So most of you guys know Gene Deal as an author, former bad boy bodyguard for Sean Combs, aka Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puppy Love, Dr. Pepsi, whoever you want to call them. Okay. Gene Deal has been doing some amazing work in his community. He's also been a parole officer, a cop, etc. He has a lot of law enforcement experience behind him. Fast forward to this huge YouTube world. Okay. Now, we've witnessed Gene Deal throughout the internet, talking about a lot of things. Okay. Gene Deal has not changed his story. Let's be clear. He absolutely has not changed his story. Now, my question for you and this video today. Now, Will Jane, hey, Uncle Jane, I love you. Lawyer up. Gene said he has no problem with testifying or, being subpoenaed, whatever. But the question is, we're going to break down what is aiding and abetting, okay? Now, Will Gene, Uncle Gene Deal of YouTube, we love you. Would he be residing in a place like this where he ultimately always used to put people in? Or will he continue to be a complete dictionary walking around, specializing in everything I know about bad boy records, as well as Sean Diddy Comb. Diddy loved his son. Most of you guys know Puppy is going through a lot right now, Sean Combs. Once Cassie filed that lawsuit within 24 hours, P. Diddy, Sean Diddy Comb, Puppy Love, Puppy, take that. Decided to settle real quick. I'm talking about within 24 hours. Then after that, it opened the door for a wave of lawsuits and all kinds of things. Allegedly, there is an arrest imminent in reference to Sean Diddy Combs. So we don't know at this point. We're going to play it by ear. Anyway, we're going to call Uncle Gene Deal a thespian of Bad Boy Records, because we've been sitting watching Gene Deal go from the Art of Dialogue. Shout out to Art of Dialogue. Any credits belong to him. Any credits belong to Gene Deal as well. And I think Vlad is somewhere in a video upload. Okay. So anyway, y'all know that Gene has been going around telling the entire world a lot of shenanigans when it comes down to Sean Combs. It is rumored, to have been some serious charges, lawsuits ahead of him. All right. The rumor is allegedly Puffy is broke. Okay. I don't think that's true. However, we do know when we last touched base that there was a federal raid on Diddy's residence, 3 or 4 to be exact, and there was evidence, all types of hard drives, computers, and things allegedly confiscated by the feds. Okay. So Gina's been telling the world about a lot of things that's been going on. Gina's also been sharing with us, some of his experiences. I mean, starting with the death of the notorious B.I.G., how he was there, he wasn't supposed to do this and do that. Allegedly from Gene Deal, Biggie didn't want to be in L.A., and he said somehow Puffy made that call and made it happen, allegedly. Okay. So he has a lot of experience with Bad Boy Records. All right. He's been around, which the judge, I can only be the judge that I am. Now let's take away the fan. We love you, Gene Deal, but we're going to talk law real quick. I'm not a professional. I'm just a hood judge that know a little something. And you could never. Either you're guilty or not guilty in my court. Make sure you hit the like button. I'm the world's most hated judge. That's what people are supposed to do, because usually we're going to give you 5 to 10 anyway, for good measure. So back to Gene Deal. Mm-hmm. Like I said, this man's story has not changed. We've heard so many things. Gene has shared from video. I call it the Keefe D side effect, because just about a year or 2 ago, rest in peace to Tupac Shakur. Y'all know Keefe D was going around just like Gene Deal, from panel to panel, channel to channel, telling everything that he absolutely knows. Ultimately, Keefe D was arrested. Okay? And he's currently sitting there shrinking away right now. Okay? I got your sweater, you bobblehead. Anyway, so Gene Deal's story, like I said, once again, hasn't changed. Now, he was there when Biggie passed. He also confirmed. Now, when I say he confirmed a lot of shenanigans, let me give you a quick example. I specifically watched the video where Gene Deal said that Sean Diddy Combs, and this ain't no legend because Gene Deal said it. Hey, Uncle Jane. Gene Deal said that Puff and them, Puffy, would set up a certain amount of champagne bottles, and that he, Gene Deal, the bodyguard, head body in charge, got my body. Gene said that there was champagne spiked, and Puffy would tell people, don't touch XYZ bottles. Y'all get lit off these bottles over here. This is for the official takedown to the official freak off, allegedly. Okay, so that was confirmed. My problem is this aiding and abetting? So we're going to get to that. We do know that Gene Deal confirmed that. Will Gene Deal be charged for aiding and abetting, as he got the Keefe D mother side effect going on? I will be right back. We're going to get into some stuff, and we are going to break down, will Gene Deal and anybody, and I do mean anybody who had knowledge of any shenanigans going on at Bad Boy Records to interfere, harm, hurt, manipulate, scheme, anybody. This is looking a little local, okay? It's looking very, very clear for some of you guys that's been singing. What the judge's first advice is, since the feds are doing their job, you guys need to lawyer up. See, it's a problem. You people don't know your rights. Let's see what Gene Deal, fair use commentary, fair use. Fair use. Once again, that was Gene Deal speaking to some people, like I said, and stated that he has not changed his story in 30 years. Now, that is not the issue that I'm quite having. What I'm having is once a full-fledged investigation goes down, some people have allegedly been subpoenaed. There are more lawsuits, more evidence, and a whole bunch of stuff. Now, where does Gene Deal lie? Now, let me read a copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17, United States Code, Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips for the balance in favor of fair use. Okay, so we got that out of the way. All right. Now, like I said, Gene been telling this story for a long, long time. A long, 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 long time. Let me drop this banner. Fair use. Fair use is in full effect. Okay. So that's the pretty much. Y'all can see he was Uncle Gene was way younger then. In this right now, the judge now. I have a heart. Okay, let's be clear. I have a heart. But the more and more and more that I compare the Keefe D and a lot of the revelations that he shared while allegedly supposed to have been not sharing some things due to an agreement he apparently made, and then all hell broke loose, and unfortunately, it was forfeited, and he was hauled off to jail, home search, raided in, locked up. Okay. So we will be updating that case. We will be on top of it, judging in court. Keefe D, will he go down for the unalivement, aka murder, justice of Tupac Shakur, who still should be here? Okay. So Gene Deal as well. I'm worried about you because there's a difference. I think we need to, and Gene, you of all people know the law. Okay. So I'm going to share with the people. A lot of you guys aren't aware, and I always say your amendment rights are very important. Okay. I need you guys to get to them. We're going to break down now, right after this quick video. What is aiding and abetting?
I wouldn't be talking to you if it wasn't for Miss Wallace. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If she wasn't pouring on hard crying, I wouldn't be saying jack shit to you. You understand? I think, yeah, some of the other people in the whole crew should have came forward. Yeah, I believe that. You understand? Because I believe Big is turn.
If the prosecutor them come up with something, if they follow the letter of the law, Keefe D would be home. If they have something that we have not heard of nor saw that can incriminate him more and incriminate Puff more, then we're going to have two people going to jail. But if they don't have anything that we haven't already heard of, that we haven't already saw, he'll be back at the crib, chilling.
Now, those are Gene Deal's words in reference to Keefe D. The fact of the matter is, you don't know what the feds have. None of us do. Okay, that includes Gene Deal, that includes Diddy, his lawyers, and everybody else. That's not how they play. Okay, what they will do is pass you a little bone, and you sit around. Either you're gonna chew the bone or you're not. It's one of the two. But you will play ball with the feds. Okay. So let's break down really, really quick what the heck is aiding and abetting. Okay, make sure you thumbs up the video, like, share, comment, and subscribe. This is Judge Evie Court. I do not proclaim to be an actual judge, but I'm a hood judge. I said so. All right, let's break down. Will Gene Deal, Uncle Gene of YouTube, we love you, Uncle Gene Deal, but you know, I'm just a blogger. I'm a content creator. I got to put this content out. Hit the like button. It's free. Thank you so much. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Will Gene Deal I'll be around here with more bad boy history? Or will he be right here? It's called the Keefe D mother side effect. All right, so let's break down what is aiding and abetting. Okay, aiding and abetting. Abetting can cause a person to be charged with a felony offense and can sometimes be called a conspiracy depending on the specific circumstances of the crime. Now, how could they prove that? In order to prove that aiding and abetting occurred, the prosecutor must prove the perpetrator, that would be Diddy, committed the crime, allegedly. The defendant knew that the perpetrator intended to commit the crime. That before or during the commission of the crime, the defendant, possibly Uncle Jane, the defendant intended to aid and abet the perpetrator in committing the crime, such as having knowledge of knowing those damn bottles, sir. Let's be clear. The spike up round there, and you ain't throw those bottles, pour them down there, and call 991. Let's be clear. We're learning today, baby. We're learning. What is it called when someone knows about a crime? Now, I had to recently contact a lawyer on this because I was made privy to some things. And I wanted to protect myself first, just in case, okay? What I did do was research and report that crime. So when the feds get ahead of it, I've already did my due diligence, okay? Now, an accessory must generally have knowledge, okay? Now, for instance, if somebody called me up, right? Well, let me say this first. What is it called when someone knows about a crime? An accessory. They can be an accessory before or after the fact. An accessory must generally have knowledge that a crime is being committed, will be committed, or has been committed. Let me say that again. Okay? That's like you calling me up and you say, you know what, Judge Evie, I can't stand so-and-so over there. So so-and-so, I done did away with so-and-so. I'm like, what do you mean did away? I done did away with so-and-so. I can be charged federally. Okay? In a criminal case, because I was an accessory, because so-and-so told me what they had did, and I did nothing about it. You're mandated, or you're going to be aiding and abetting one way or the other. So accessory must generally have knowledge that the crime is being committed, will be committed, or has been committed. A person with such knowledge may become an accessory by helping or encouraging the criminal in some way. Now, I do apologize. I do have my headphones. I apologize. Maverick, go sit down. I apologize. That's the joys of having a fur. Stop it. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so what I was saying, a person with such knowledge may become accessory. That means if Gene Deal knew that those bottles were spiked and he allowed that person that was intent on committing that crime, the question then becomes, man, will you be getting that Keefe D effect? Hey, it's in my own opinion, I am the judge, and this is my courtroom. All right? All right, so we're almost done, guys. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We learn around here in this courtroom. Forget about what you heard. I got to change this title. It's going to be called as Aiding and Abetting Illegal. All right, a charge of aiding and abetting has 3 requirements. First, someone else must have committed a crime. Okay? Someone else. Second, the defendant, possibly Uncle Gene, must have assisted that person in the commission of the crime. Now, he said he had knowledge. Now, Gene, Uncle Gene, how you doing? Please tell me you didn't pass none of that champagne out, okay? Now, third, the defendant must have had knowledge of that person's criminal intent or criminal plans. Hence, Gene, Uncle Gene, done told it all from channel to channel, panel to panel. Lord have mercy. So, in closing, what is the difference between aiding and abetting and accessory? I'm going to tell y'all this. Timing is everything. See, that's how the feds move in time. Aiding and abetting involves actively participating or encouraging the commission of a crime before or during its execution. Now, Uncle Jane, when you was at that club, you do those bottles with spike. Please tell me you threw those and told them, girl, don't drink that stuff around there, because they say if you gave them 1 bottle, sir, you're guilty of aiding and abetting after the fact or before the fact. Lord have mercy. In contrast, being an accessory after the fact occurs after the crime has been committed and involves actions taken to shield the offender from legal consequences. This is why Judge Evie has a problem. I love you, Gene Deal, no matter what. It's always 2 sides to every coin, okay? This ain't no hateration. This is just straight business, standing on business in my here courtroom, in my own opinion. Okay, we're gonna keep this in the green, perhaps. This is very, very tricky, and it can get very complicated. All I know that a civil case, which Diddy been shelling out money left and right, left and right. He can't go to jail. All he can do is become broke. Okay. Now, if anybody finds criminal activity in a silver case, trust me, it can become criminal. And for all of you guys that's around the internet that have knowledge of things that has been done to women, we got victims suffering. The young lady allegedly years ago said that Diddy did attempt to unalive her and aim that weapon straight at her. She knew exactly. Will Diddy be brought up on charges for having Sean take the fall? Man, this is a lot. This is really a lot. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe. Come on over because we're starting to learn things. We love what we do. We ain't going nowhere. Will Gene Deal. Will Gene Deal beheaded in a courtroom for aiding and abetting? Accessory, before or after the fact? That is definitely the question. You know? That is definitely the question. Listen, thank you guys for rocking with me. Shout out to all my jurors members. It will go to members to the public probably by tomorrow. I want to thank you so much for joining my membership at $199. I'm moving ahead. I also want to announce some amazing things that we got going on, but that's for another video. We're going to move with our own crew. And YouTube is an amazing place to be. You just got to be in the right spot. The algorithm will follow. Gene Deal, man. Will Gene Deal be going down for any of this? You know, I understand that Gene has really been sharing a lot of little stuff, for, what's been going on and things like that. But the fact of the matter is, Gene, you might end up I would advise you, okay? And I'm speaking from Judge Evie's perspective. I would advise you to please get a lawyer. I really do think you should get a lawyer, Gene, honestly, okay? And, guys, leave your comments below. What do you think Gene Deal should do? Do you guys follow him? Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. I was trying to do 25 minutes on this. Gene Deal, will he be charged? Gene Deal, aiding and abetting. Gene Deal, accessory after the fact. Gene Deal, YouTube's most loved. Will Diddy head to prison? Will Bad Boy Ring come to an end? Who will be subpoenaed? Who will be charged? And who will end up right here? Judge Evie. And I'm out.